Hello everyone and welcome to this week's celebration assembly and our final celebration assembly of this half term before we have a week off and a chance to rest and recharge. So we're going to launch straight in with our stars of the week, doing it slightly differently this week. Mrs. Killian, you've made a PowerPoint, haven't you?
I have, so that we can see our pictures of the hard work that you've been uploading onto Seesaw much more clearly for everybody to see and celebrate the work that you've been working on this week.
So do let us know. You can always send us feedback through Seesaw. Do you prefer being able to see the work? Does it make it easier for you to see what your peers have been up to with their learning this week? So I'm going to begin this week with nursery. And in nursery this week, Adrielle has been selected as Star of the Week for engaging in the daily Teams meetings and always with a smile on her face. And I know Mrs. Prince has really enjoyed seeing you, Adrielle, on her Teams calls every single day and for engaging so positively. Well done to you.
Well done. On to reception. Our Star of the Week this week is Rania. Because she's completing her work to such a high standard, she always tries hard with a really big smile. And Miss Vensau would like us to share her fantastic phonics work, which you can now clearly see on our PowerPoint.
Some really nice letter formation going on there. I can see that we are pointing to some individual sounds, and I know that that would be a video clip of Rania doing some fantastic phonics. In year one this week, Lily has been chosen. She's been engaging really well in her home learning, especially her topic work. And we can see there that the children in year one, Lily there has been thinking about past and present, and she's been sorting some objects into things from the past and things from now, which is the present.
Well done, Lily. In year two, we've got Myla, because she's been working really hard on making a guide, and Mr. Knight was really clear on saying that it's not a story, but they've been writing guides about planet Earth, and it's based on their story that they've been learning as a whole class called Here We Are. And you can see an example here of Myla's work where she has been illustrating part of her guide and writing as well, all about the things that we have at the seaside.
And moving into Key Stage 2, year 3 we have Deanna. And Deanna has spent the last 6 weeks consistently completing her work, engaging in meetings, asking questions, and partaking in all of the extra activities such as djembe and street dance. How good that she's been engaging in absolutely everything that's on offer. Asks her peers interesting questions during their show and tell, and overall is a star student. I don't think you could have a better description from a teacher than that. And I also see we have a fantastic piece of writing there from Deanna, and I feel that this is linked to the text that they have been reading in literacy.
Queen's Nose they've been learning about in year 3.
Fantastic. Well done, Deanna, to have such fantastic feedback from your teacher.
And in year 4, Hajar has been selected from Mr. Vallet for completing work to the best of her ability and using adult feedback to further her work. And here is just a snapshot of some work that Hajar was completing in reading. This was actually sent back to her, asked with some questions on how to improve. She then resubmitted it, and this is the final piece. And I've been talking quite a lot, haven't I, about the importance of reading our marking comments from the adults that are sending it back to us, just in the same way that we would do if we were in school. And it's great to see that someone has been selected with some sample work here. So well done, Hajar.
In year 5, we have Jada. Jada has been doing some amazing maths work this week. You see that photo was taken in school. Jada's been here as part of our community classroom and has been engaging really well this week and producing work of a high standard. So very well done to you, Jada.
On to year 6, Bristol, and I'm sure straight away when you look at this, your eyes will be drawn to the beautiful artwork that has been submitted by Kaya on Seesaw. So Kaya, your engagement has increased during your home learning, and your effort in your online sessions and writing that has been produced has impressed Mr. Faniak. And we've just got some samples of work that you've completed here. And this artwork has really stood out to me because not only has Kai been doing her English, her reading and her maths, but she's been thinking about extra activities herself as well. I think this is really beautiful. Well done, Kai, very talented.
Yeah, and with such concentration and dedication to produce that piece. And finally, year 6, Sheffield. Carl has also been selected this week, consistently completing all of his work, and he attends the Teams calls daily. So important to be attending those Teams calls, so you can check in with your class teacher and also all of your friends in your class as well. Very important to continue doing that. And we had an extra thing, didn't we, Mrs. Killian?
I was going to say, one extra slide that came through from Idris. Now, Idris was actually a star of the week last week, and he's obviously continued the great effort into this week as well, and has produced a really beautiful, very thoughtful card that has gone to all of his teachers, as you can see here, and it's just thanking his teachers for being the best at everything that they do. And it says that we always make him smile, but Idris, I have to say this card definitely made us smile as well. So thank you for your time. We really appreciate the effort that you've gone to send this through to us.
It did. It certainly brightened a lot of people's day, didn't it?
Yes.
So very, very well done to you. So that ends the first part of our assembly. And now we're going to move on to hearing from Mrs. Killian about all those people who've been doing some really good feedback and responding to marking.
So for the last couple of weeks, I've been celebrating those children who have been responding to marking, who have been engaging in their daily Teams meeting. And once again, I've got a long list of names that the teachers have selected for me to share with you all. So we've got in Year 2, Riley and Myla. You have been responding to your marking and improving it. Well done to you. In Year 3, we've got Elijah and Sahib. Your engagement, your level of engagement has really impressed Miss Sadowitz. Amina, Sahar, Arij and Mariam from Year 4. Your interaction and engagement during your daily Teams meeting has been really spot on. Well done to you. In Year 5, we've got Khalid, Rania, Aldrea and Sean for your engagement in your learning and in your daily Teams meeting. In Year 6 Sheffield, we've got Sad, and a new name to our list. We've got for great responding to marking and engagement during your daily Teams meeting. And another new name this week, or two new names this week from Bristol. We've got Katie and Jakub. So well done to you Year 6s. We've got these are new names this week. I've had lots of names that have come up over the past couple of weeks, and I'm still really proud of those people for engaging and responding to marking. But it's lovely to see that we're getting more and more people each week engaging and improving their learning. So, like I've said before, there will be something coming through in the post to every single one of you. So watch out.
Excellent. Now we're actually going to see some children on our celebration assembly, which is really nice to be able to do that this week. And the first thing we're going to be doing, you may remember at the end of the autumn term, we said that some children were going to be awarded their Arc Swift Ready, Respectful and Safe badges. So you can just see one of these here. They finally arrived. I can guarantee you they look even better in the flesh than they do here. And when we come back after half term, or when we're all back in school, hopefully you'll see a number of children with these badges, proudly wearing them, that have got the Arc Swift logo and say ready, respectful and safe. And if you remember, at the end of last term, the teachers chose 2 children that they feel always show the Arc Swift values, the behaviour values of ready, respectful and safe. Now, if you are remote learning, you will have been sent one of these in the post, and that should have arrived with you today or hopefully tomorrow. But we also do have some of those children in school with us. So we're going to ask the children who are here to come up, and they are going to collect their badge, and they will be able to start wearing them straight away. So hopefully we're going to be able to tilt this here so we can see. Aha, we have Soraya and Levi from reception. So you are our first 2 children ever in the history of Arc Swift to have our Ready, Respectful, Safe badges. There's one for you, Levi, and one for you, Soraya. So very big well done to both of you. You pleased to receive your badges? You looking forward to wearing them?
Yeah.
Good, excellent, well done. And we also have Amin from Year 4, Worcester class, has also been attending our community classroom and has got a badge to collect as well. So Amin, there is your Ready, Respectful and Safe badge. And I know Mr. Vallet chose you as well for just being someone who's always following our behaviour expectations. So very well done to you as well. Excellent. And we also have another guest appearance today as well. In Year 6, they have been busy making dioramas from the First World War. And Sammy, who's been attending our community classroom, has produced a fantastic diorama that he's been working incredibly hard on. And we've asked him if he wouldn't mind coming to share that with us this afternoon. So we're going to hopefully tilt that and give you a chance to see this fantastic creation that Sammy has done. And I know lots of you have been working really hard on these at home. We've seen some brilliant World War I dioramas. Sammy, is there things that you can explain about your model?
So in year 6, we were taught to make a World War I diorama, and as you can see, this is my diorama with barbed wire, clay. The clay was used for sandbags, and this cardboard pieces were cut to make the planks. And then, as you can see, the ladder was we cut lollipop sticks and made them to like short, like lines. And for the background, we got this picture from Google. We printed it out so for our background diorama.
And Sammy, is this a World War I trench?
Yeah, diorama.
Yeah, so from the First World War, and is this on the German side or the English side? Do you know where this diorama is?
No, I want to say it's either side. In my opinion, I would say the British side.
Yeah, okay. So you think that would be on that side? Yeah. And did you have to do a lot of research to be able to create your diorama?
I didn't do so much research. I just built it. I just started it straight away.
But how did you know how to create it?
Mr. Bob gave me some ideas.
That's good. Always looking to your teacher to give you some ideas for creating that. It was a fantastic piece, Sammy, and thank you very much for confidently sharing that with us today. Thank you very much. Right, Mrs. Killian, what else have we got left to do today? Oh, yes, birthdays. And this week we are also going to mention the birthdays that are going to take place in half term. So we can be wishing you a very happy birthday as well. So we have Raydan in year 4, was 9 on the 7th of February. We have Mariah in year 6, who was 11 on the 8th of February. We have Sarah in year 4, who is 9 today. Oh. Happy birthday to Sarah for today. We have Jada in year 5, who's going to be 10 during half term on the 15th. We have Faris D in year 6, who's going to be 11 on the 15th. Layla in reception, who's going to be 5 on the 16th of February. Amin in year 2, who's also on the 16th of February, is going to be 7. And finally, Dahlia in year 6 is going to be 11 on the 20th of February. So for those people who've had their birthday already, very happy birthday to you. And for those of you that are going to be celebrating your birthday during half term, I hope that you have a really lovely birthday. And we have one more thing to share with you today as well. And this has been produced by Faris G in year 6. So Faris entered a competition for Youth Mental Health Day. And he had to make a video all about how lockdown has impacted us, how it has affected the youth of today. And Faris won an Amazon voucher for his creation. So it's a video just under 2 minutes long. I think it's really fantastic what Faris has managed to create. So we're going to include that in today's assembly. So hope that you look forward to seeing Faris's film. And Faris, a very big well done to you for creating something so confidently, and you come across so mature on this video.
Hi, my name is Faris. Today I'm going to be telling you guys my point of view about the coronavirus. Just over a year ago, our lives changed forever. No one had any idea of what danger was about to come. The whole world changed so much and so quickly. Families are unable to see each other, and just going to the shop is a big risk. Masks have become an essential item that you cannot be without. Hand sanitizer has become a daily essential item in households. Shops only let you in with a mask on and prefer to not take cash payments. This makes it hard for kids like me who don't have bank cards to use self-service. and to buy our own things independently. It is very important to follow the news and keep updated with all of the government's advice. That is the best way to make sure that all of the information you get is all true. Getting tested is very important because you can pass on the virus without even having symptoms. That means that your friends and family that are vulnerable can get the virus. At the moment, most kids are being homeschooled. I think this is good because they still get to talk to their friends and they get advice from their teachers even though they're not in a cramped room. Homeschooling lets us avoid crowded classrooms. This is becoming a huge historical event and we are living through it. Our scientists have been put to the test of having to save the whole of humanity. This is a battle that we still have to win.
I think very powerful messages from Faris there, and I think there's so much that we can take from that short video that can be useful for our lives, and just remembering the situation that we find ourselves all in at the moment. So today is the last day before half term. So we really hope that you all have a really good rest next week. Make sure that you take time to step away from your screens, particularly if you've been remote learning at home, and that will be the same for all of the teachers as well. It's been an incredibly busy half term. We've given out almost 12,500 pieces of work on Seesaw. Over 100 laptops have been sent home to help you with your remote learning. And I think in the very first week, we were just talking to Mr. Faniak, and how many people engaged in home learning at the beginning?
We had 35% of our children, so a very small amount of children engaging during those first few days of our lockdown.
And I think now we're sort of anywhere between 80 and 90% every single day where children are engaging in their home learning and taking part. So what an increase over those first few weeks of this term. And yes, we're going to have to keep it up when we come back after half term. And hopefully it won't be too long before we are all back in school. So have a good half term, stay safe, step away from your screens, make sure you get a bit of exercise and a bit of downtime, and we will look forward to doing it all again from Monday, the 22nd of February. Really lovely to spend time with you as always, and do take care.
Bye everyone, happy half term.